Hey guys, Shelly here. Today we are going to talk about keto bread. I've got a really good 2-ingredient keto loaf bread recipe, and I'm also going to make like a keto angel food cake out of that same recipe. So stick around and let's get to cooking. Okay, so today is a rainy day and I can't work outside, so I'm going to do a little bit of cooking. Now, this bread that I'm making is made from egg whites, and they don't really like to do well on humid days, so I'm not sure that it will turn out the way it normally does, but we're going to give it a try anyway. Now, this is part of, let me get the name right, the Ohio Buckeye Bake Off. I heard about this from Jess at Keto Homestead with Jess, and she's working with a partner that's also doing this keto baking challenge, and I will post the information in the comments below of how you can check it out. But I want to tell you first of all about how I make my bread, and then I'm going to show you today how to make angel food cake. If you just want to make a loaf of keto bread, this is all you need. You need egg whites and you need egg white protein. Now this is a super lean, as you can tell, no fat added type of bread. So we're not using yolks. We're not using an egg yolk protein, which they also have. This is just egg whites, egg white protein powder, and you're gonna need your handy dandy mixer. If I am making the bread, I use 10 large egg whites, and of course these are from our chickens. You do not want to use the store-bought egg whites in a carton because they don't normally do as well. So just buy some eggs if you need to. And I also use a half a cup of the egg white protein. So that's all you need if you're going to do the bread. Like I said, today I'm going to use my bread recipe, but I'm going to make more of a sweet bread. This is going to be more along the lines of an angel food cake. So we're going to need 10 egg whites. We need 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 1 pinch of salt, and we want real sea salt. We need 1 cup of the egg white protein, 1 cup of Swerve, and you can use whatever sweetener you want. This is the confectioners. So if you want to use erythritol, you can throw that in a blender and make it like a confectioner sugar. Whatever sweetener you want to use is fine, but you want it to be equal to 1 cup of Swerve. And then use the extract of choice. We're going to do strawberry today, but you could do orange, lemon, whatever you would like, and we're going to use 2 teaspoons of extract. Okay, so that's all of our ingredients, so let's get started. I've added my egg whites to the mixer. I'm going to get my salt, which I've got a salt cellar, and just add a pinch to the egg whites. And what we want to do is mix this until it's just foamy. All right, you see that? We've got a little bit of foam in there. We are now going to add our 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And now we're going to whisk this until we have really stiff peaks in the egg whites. So this could take like 7 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. You want to be able to turn this upside down without anything falling out. So I'm not going to make you watch this, but I will show you what it looks like whenever we're finished. All right, this is finished. See, my egg whites are not moving at all. That's what we want. Now this is the part that I really just don't enjoy. I went ahead and I just stirred together the sweetener and the egg white protein. So first of all, I'm going to add our flavoring, and I was going with strawberry and I changed my mind and decided to go with lemon. So I'm just going to gently stir that in. Now we want to slowly fold in our sweetener and protein. Now I am not a patient person, and I hate I hate having to fold in ingredients because it requires patience and you have to be gentle with it, and it just drives me crazy. But that's what we have to do because we really want to keep this egg white fluffy, or as fluffy as possible. So I'm just gonna continue trying to fold this in. And over here I've got my loaf pan ready. I've got it covered in parchment paper because this bread does like to stick. So you need to either spray your pan really, really well or go ahead and just cover it in parchment. I've got the oven preheating at 350 degrees. And as soon as I have this ready, we're going to throw it in the oven. There we go. It's in the pan, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven, and I believe it bakes for 45 minutes. Let me double check that. All right, our bread is in the oven, and I did confirm it does cook for 45 minutes, and you want it to cool for at least 30 minutes before you take it out or cut it or anything. And one reminder when dealing with egg whites, they always swell up huge in the oven, and as they cool, they shrink. So don't be confused or frustrated if you look in your oven and you have this huge loaf of bread or this huge angel food cake or whatever it is you're making, and then whenever you get it out, it deflates. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what egg whites do. So you did it right. So everything is fine. And I did want to mention that I do keto according to Maria Emmerich. You can look her up. She's the author of a bunch of cookbooks. She has, of course, her own YouTube, Facebook page, website, all that stuff. And this is a version of one of her recipes. It's not exact, but it is very, very similar to one of hers. And the only reason I am doing that is because she does have it public on her website. So if it was a private recipe that is just in one of her cookbooks that you have to buy to get it, I would not make this public at all. But since she has it public, then it's okay, but I definitely want to give her credit. She is an amazing, amazing cook, has some incredible keto recipes. So go check her out if you haven't already. I think I own every cookbook she has put out, and they're all great. So I'm gonna let this bake. I'm gonna clean up while it's doing that, and I will show you the end product. Just open the oven up, and this is what it looks like. Smells really, really good. Now I've turned my oven off, and what I'm gonna do is open the door all the way. I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm just gonna let it cool right there. Look how much it rose above there. So I'm hoping, this is the way I do my bread. I'm hoping that this will do the same way. I think it doesn't settle quite as much if it cools naturally in the oven along with the air temperature. If I take this out and set it in my kitchen right now, it's just gonna fall quickly. So we're gonna see how this works, and I will show you guys in just a little bit if it stays up or if it falls. Either way, it's really pretty, isn't it? Here we go. This is the final product. Looks really good, doesn't it? It really did not fall as it was cooling. This is the side that you could see from the oven. I think it turned out great.